Hi everybody, hello and welcome. Today I'm carrying on with the correspondence folio. We've got this done, apart from the flippy flappies and decorating these, which is no big deal. But today I wanted to show you how to do the envelope so you can be keeping up to date. They're very straightforward. They're the envelopes that came in the pack with the cards, so they are mine or to accommodate a 5x7 card. So I'll just show you what I did with them. It's really not difficult. So I take my envelope, which is this, and get my flat bone folder, and I just take it apart. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to ink around these four sides. It's just easier to do when it's held together. So I'm using my distressed ground espresso ink. I'll quickly fly around here. And on the other side. And right up here, the back of the flap, because you will see that when you open the envelope, so I want to do that. And I'm just going to fold that back on itself and just lightly ink along there, and then carry on. Round and round we go. So that's inked around there. Now I'm going to dismantle it. So I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to put my bone folder in flat and just push down there. Now this is really thin paper, but if you're just careful, oh no, that's torn it, but don't worry about that. It's the first one that's torn, wouldn't you know it? It's the one I do on video. Well, of course. Oh dear me, I think I might have to get another one. That's pretty bad. Let's see if we can save it. There we go. Yeah, I think I might be able to save that. I'm going to attempt to do the same thing down here. Yeah, look at that. That's how they normally go, like that. This, yeah, I think we'll be all right. I think we will. So let's ink around our new edges now. So this is the back bottom flap with the torn bits on it, but I think we'll be okay. I hope so anyway. And this is the back crossover flaps. You don't need to bother doing the bottom bit. This is the top bit, which I leave. I don't cover this piece, but I do sew around it. And that wants to be inked. And then this is the other flap. You just need to go to about there. Right. So what we do now is we cut ourselves the panels to cover this out of our paper. So this is, I bought this kit ages ago. It's just coffee stained paper. I can't even tell you where it was from. It's just, I just had it. And I didn't have any ordinary coffee stained paper, so I'm using it. So I'm just going to pop that with a margin all the way around, mark that, and mark it there, cut that out. Using my Timmy trimmer. There we go, that bit is a remnant. So that's the piece for the centre there. Let's just check that's the right size, but I think it is. Yeah, that's great. I'll just get rid of that pencil mark there. Lovely. And now we've got to do the pieces for the panels. But I'm not doing the top flap, I'm only doing the two sides and the bottom. So let's start with the bottom one. Try and keep your paper the right way up if you can. And I'm just folding the envelope closed again, and I'm putting this flap over the paper like so. I'm just moving it up from the crease a little bit, and then I'm literally going to draw around it. And drawing around this bit that's torn should be fun, but never mind, we'll give it our best shot. That's it, we're okay. Down there, whoops. Right, so now I want to cut on the inside of that line, just so we'll have a margin around it, same as everything else. So I'm just going to allow a little margin. You can always come back and trim it, don't worry. So let's see what that's like. See how that fits. Whoops. Whoops. I've lost the piece. There. I think that's pretty near perfect. So you see these bits that are torn there, you can't actually see them. So it's not a major catastrophe, that. So I'm just lightly inking the edges of our panels. There we go. And I'm going to stick them down first. Usually I'd glue the piece of paper, but in this instance I'm going to stick them down and then I'm going to sew around all of them. And we need 3, obviously, for our correspondence folio, because we've got 3 cards in it. So I don't know if you're the sort that likes to do 3 envelopes together, then your 3 cards, or you want to do 1 envelope and 1 card at a time. Depends really how long your attention span is. I probably do them one by one, I think. There we are, so let's pop that onto there. Just like so. There we are. So this piece here that was all tattered and torn, that's okay now, it's just all stuck down, you can't tell. And it's not a load bearing place, it's there, which is going to be stuck onto here. So it's absolutely fine, you really can't see it. So let's move on to the side panels. Right, so that's the bottom and my text is there, so right, I want it that way. So, and it's the same thing, you do the same for all the panels apart from the top panel. I'm just going to trim that off down there because I've got no chance. There we go. Right, so you slide that into there and then just lift it back a little bit to give you a margin. Draw around it. Like so. Cut around it, leaving a cutting on the inside of that line. have a look and see. That's fabulous, fabulous. Ink around there. And stick that on. So you got the picture now. We're just drawing around the shapes using the envelope as a template, and then when we've got them all on, I'm going to sew around mine. You don't absolutely do not have to sew around yours. It's just a thing I'm doing, and I like it. I like the look of it. So let's get this on here. There we go. So I'm going to do the same with the other side, with this side, using the paper, and you'll see we've just had enough paper. It's perfect. And I'll come back to you when I've got all this stitched. Okay, so I've sewn around all my panels, stuck my pieces all on. I've even sewn around this one, which is the top back flip, which I haven't, I haven't stuck a panel of coffee stain paper on because I didn't want to. I want to make that look a little bit different. So now I'm just going to stick my back up again. I know that's there, you know that's there, but I'll tell you, you wouldn't spot it. So I think we got away with that one. So I'm just going to put some glue around the edges of these flaps, and then some glue up here. Like so, and stick those over. And just to keep them in the right place, I'm just going to put a clip on. The Queen's glue dries really quickly, so I guess maybe we ought to be calling it the King's glue. But that'll just hold them in place. So that's that. Now we can, so that's what the envelope will look like when it's finished. Doesn't it look nice? I like that. Now if you don't, you can put your collage there or another collage there if you want to. But I think that's fine. And I am, however, going to put just a little collage here. Nothing that's going to interact with where the address will go. Just a little bit of something down here. And I have got, look at these. How cute are they? Aren't they gorgeous? The teeniest, tiniest little blue tits, and I love them. So I just want to build a bit of a collage for them. I'll just ink as I go, because if I don't use these pieces in this collage, I'll certainly use them in another. So that may be there. Maybe one. I've cut their legs off. I mean, you can imagine how small their legs and feet were. There was no way I was going to go around there. So maybe I'll pop him behind so you can't see that he's legless. Come on, behave. They're so tiny and I've got glue on my fingers. I've cut out this. I haven't cut it out. It's a bit of Tim Holtz ephemera from one of the snippets packs, a curator, I think. And I'm just thinking about putting that there, just to give a bit of shape to our collage, and popping him there. And I have got a leaf. In fact, I've got a series of leaves, but I've cut one off. And I think I might put that there, just to pretty it up a bit. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think we need any more than that, really, to be honest. So everything is inked around. So let's just stick those on. So as I say, you don't need to make this massive. You know, you might want to send it in the post. So you want You want the post office to be able to read where it's going. Let's pop that there. Oh, I wanted to put that little bird just behind. Well, it doesn't really matter because the leaf is going over it anyway. So on you go, little fella. Come across a bit, your tail's hanging out. There we go. These are just what Kyung would describe as absolutely darling, and they really are. They're titchy and gorgeous. And the blue tits. So that's just going to go there, just overlapping a little bit. Pop this little fella on. I think I'm going to have to get my tweezers out, as my fingers are too big. There we go. Pop him there, like that. And honestly, they're so small, I don't think you notice that the feet and legs are missing. Oops, bring my leaf away. And just this leaf is the last bit of this. There we go. I was going to put it that way, I think. Just up there under him. Like that. That's a really pretty little collage. I'll hold it up for you in a minute. So tiny, I don't think you can see it from there. But it really is dinky. There we go. It's nice, isn't it? It's just dinky. It's just gorgeous. So there's our envelope. Completed. Ready to... Well, I'll give it a couple of minutes and then I'll take the clips off. I'm sure it's dry anyway. And that's ready to go into our correspondence folio. So now we've got 3 envelopes, we've got 3 cards. We need to put that one on the top because I liked it best. We need to make the belly band to hold the envelopes in place. We need to decorate these 2 here and these 2 flippy flaps. And then that's it, apart from the front cover. So we've really made good progress with this one, actually. And I'll see you with the next exciting, enthralling episode very, very soon. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.